Good morning, everybody. Cappers Nation Live. Thirsty Thursday edition. Welcome, everybody. Thursday, the 12th of November, the day after an amazing Veterans Day. Welcome, everybody. Cap Nation Live. Your all things sports betting show and then more. Yesterday was the air fryer edition. Who knows what we'll be talking about today, other than a lot of winners from yesterday and more winners for today. Welcome, everybody. Thanks, everybody, tuning in. Chad, good morning. NBA Real Tape, good morning. Bobby Arms, good morning. Manuel, good morning. 17 Clipper, good morning. Anthony, good morning. 4-0 premium play day that you loved yesterday. I loved it too. I'm glad you loved it as well. Jay Shep, good morning. Said he doubled his money yesterday. Joe Free, good morning. Says, I really like what you were doing. You're an intelligent bettor, and I want you to know I appreciate you. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. Neverez, good morning. Chido in the house, good morning. Says free plays on straight fire. That they are. T-Money, good morning. Rich, good morning. Chad says all in favor of the $150 guaranteed Saturday. Get moved to 70. Need a vote here, boys. You know, if I could, I would, but unfortunately, you probably won't see it as a discount for a little while. Unfortunately. We did for a while back. Had a nice little string of it going. Jeremiah, good morning. Pat, good morning. Real Champ, good morning. Kurt, good morning. Kirk says, good morning. All the picks killed it yesterday. The free plays and the premium play picks went 6 for 6. Absolutely great day yesterday. Mr. O'Neill, good morning. Jay Hugh, good morning. Manuel, good morning. Brad in Australia, good morning. How's that new car, buddy? Jeff D in the house, good morning. Justice, good morning. Marco, good morning. Mike Brown, good morning. Jay Rock, good morning. Ali's View, good morning. Who else is here? Let's see. Jack Sack, good morning. William, good morning. We're almost finally caught up. Jeffrey, good morning. Matthew N, good morning. Says you can't hear the show because we weren't started yet, but you can now. Finally getting to the bottom. Travis Thomas, good morning. Thank you. Calvin, good morning. Big ass Redwood in the house. Good morning. Joe D in the house. Good morning. Mike Smith, last of a dying breed. Good morning. Jeffrey, good morning. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Chris, good morning. What a day to donate 6-0. Sweep it up. Absolutely. Marcola, good morning. William, tuning in via text message. Good morning. Raymond, good morning. You're very welcome. It was always my pleasure to join the military. Alex, good morning. Says, what an awesome winning day yesterday. 6-0 clean sweep. Thanks, Keith. You're very welcome. Yeah, Travis, the first quarter, Ball State and Toledo. Team total. It's a nice one. Joe Free says, I believe I'm going to be a full-time part of Cappers Nation. Let's go. Whenever you're ready, brother, we are here. We're not going anywhere. Daniel, good morning. Mauricio, good morning. Says, great premium plays yesterday. Did a parlay with all of them. Cash good. Thanks. Let's make it another great day. Going to be another great premium play day today. Personal plays. Albert, good morning. Thank you. I appreciate that. Happy Veterans Day to your father as well. Mike Jones, good morning. Lucky 2001. Just remember, there is Bellator tonight, but just remember, anything in any MMA event, any fighting event could change in literally just one punch. So you could just express a tad bit of caution there. So I wouldn't roll everything that you have over into Bellator, if I read that correctly. Raymond, good morning. Just be careful. Remember, premium plays will always be the biggest that we offer as far as our, with the exception of our guaranteed plays. With the exception of our guaranteed plays. The Bellator is already posted. Bellator is already posted. It was posted this morning. Jesse T says, smash that England wager. Easy money, baby. That it will be. Christopher Bayer, good morning, sir. Hope you're doing well. Just remember, there, in my personal opinion, there's a big difference from betting on an MMA fight to a football, baseball, basketball, hockey game. Because anything can happen with one punch, whereas that's not necessarily the case in other sports. So just be careful. Kevin, if you're watching, I see you signed up for 3 days of my personal plays. I'll be in touch. I send out my personal plays via text message. I see you also got the Bellator as well. You get the Bellator online, my personal plays. The 3 days for $99, that's been something we've been running for a tad bit of time. I don't anticipate that'll go back up to the normal price anytime soon. So I don't expect that to go away anytime soon. It was kind of the standard through the whole COVID downtime when all we had was international sports. The 3 days of premium plays, my personal plays for $99. It's one of the more expensive ways to do it. The longer the package, the cheaper the price overall. Yeah, lucky. The one punch magic, it's cost me in the past before on some big ones. Went in for 14 minutes and 40 seconds, and then you get one. Anthony says, the two thumbs downs, who are you? Oh, why are you here? It's going to happen. The haters are going to hate because we're successful. Plain and simple. The haters will always hate because we're successful. And there's nothing you or I can do about it. They'll be here. It's funny, they'll hit the thumbs down, but I promise you they're here for the free plays, and they're really enjoying them too. They're really enjoying them too. That I promise you. So for everybody that does hit the thumbs down, we get it. You've got a sad life. Keith Davis, good morning. It's a great donation day for everyone all around. Made a boatload of money. We'll donate more next time, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that. Jay Shep, if you're still seeing yesterday's plays, that means you're probably using a cell phone and you need to go to another page. If you're using a cell phone, make sure you turn it sideways. Make sure you turn it sideways, scroll down. Look for the small little box that's got 4 little windows in it right next to your username. Click that little box that's got 4 windows in it and then scroll down. Going to be another good day today. Got some great days, great day planned today for everybody. Give me one quick second, folks. Multitasking this morning. LT, good morning. Albert, good morning. Thank you. Definitely a lot of donations yesterday. Over 180, and I'm going to go over all those numbers here when we get here in a little bit. We'll go over all those numbers because it was pretty good. I think a little over $3,400 in total raised. I think, if I'm not mistaken, which I'll have to go back and double check here, which I'll have that report here very shortly. And yes, I am doubling all the donations. Happy to. I made sure I bet enough to cover my donations yesterday. That is for sure. That is for sure. Okay. Why can't every day be as easy? Well, then it wouldn't be gambling, that's for sure. We're going to take a look at all the games today. We got 2 games today, a little soccer. Mike Smith, does the company have a total on what was donated? Yeah, I seen it. I didn't want to spit out the exact or the wrong dollar amount. But I'm getting ready to pop it up right here for all the donations. Let me find, where is it at? I have to find that one package for it though. Give me 1 second and then I'll have there we go. Total donations yesterday brought in. Right? Travis Thomas, am I a member now that I donated and signed up? If you donated and signed up, you are a member of our website. Absolutely. Absolutely, Travis. 186 donations yesterday. 186 generous donations. Nathan says it's been easy because it's not soccer. Negative. I've made a shit pile on soccer. But it's okay. We know you don't like soccer. $186 total donations for $3,424, which I have to double. So when you add in my $3,424 to go along with it, total of $6,848 raised. Amazing job, everybody. Amazing job. And a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I was watching all the sales come in. I ended up, after the live show yesterday, I drove back up north to that little lake we went to about an hour and 20 minutes from the house, hour and a half from the house. And we were fishing and just walking around the bank with my little one and hiking and having fun. I was watching all the sales come in. I was hoping we were going to get to 200 donations, but hey, 186 flipping amazing anyways. So absolutely amazing. So it's something that I don't have the total number of sales from yesterday, but I know with sales and with the donations, I believe it's like 13 grand or something like that, a little over 13 grand in total that from yesterday that will be sent over. So pretty damn cool. Mike, I don't know if the company's going to release their daily sales or not. I don't know if they're going to publicly release that information on what they sell on a daily basis. So I did hear from 2 people today early this morning that they were going to be making another donation, rather large donations. So I don't know if that's happening today or tomorrow. If it does, then I'll add that to the total as well, which will be even more awesome. Mike Scott says, assume the money you won yesterday or yourself on the plays more than paid for your donation match. Great day yesterday. It absolutely did. I put $2,000 on every premium play yesterday. So just on the premium plays alone, I picked up $8K, little parlay money as well. Plus the other free play. Oh, Jeremiah, I never care about the haters. The haters just show us that we're having fun. Give me 1 second, folks. All right. Jay Shep, I'll go back and look, but I think the biggest donation, which for the swag package in the month, regardless of what the other two individuals donate, will have no bearing on the winner on that one. The winner has already been notified, but I think it was. I mean, it was on the small side. But hold on, I'll go back and look. On the small side for winning it, because it's usually a lot more. It's usually at least $1,000, but hold on 1 second. I have four pages of transactions to sort through to see it, but give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, I'll tell you, brother. $275. A nice modest $275, which is still very generous, but a little on the low side for winning a month of premium plays. But hey, a promo is a promo. Promo is a promo. Joe, explain your packages of regular and premium plays. We don't have regular and premium plays. I mean, we have premium plays and my personal plays. I mean, we have our consensus plays, which are our smallest plays, which are generally like our daily free play unless we give out a premium play. But the difference between my personal plays and premium plays are me, myself, and I. There's nobody else. There's nobody else that has a say in them. You get them by text message. I'm trying to read comments and talk at the same time. Whereas premium plays, all of us here at the company, well, not the people in accounting or advertising, but all the individuals that are responsible for the premium plays all have our hands in that picking cookie jar. Mike Roth, you're very welcome. Nathan says, hey, shipmate, you said you're going to double the donation, so you should be donating over $6K. No, I'm going to be taking what's donated and writing a check so that way it's doubled. But if you'd like to match me, Nathan, with a $34.24 donation, we'll be more than happy to take your credit card. Therefore, we can get it even higher. Yes, as Mike says, if you're looking for the free soccer play, go to the other leagues in world. How much for one of my personal plays? I don't just sell one, I sell in packages. Alex says, haters going to hate regardless of win or lose. It's a fact. That's a fact. Haters are going to hate because we have a long show. It's funny, all the time I get a comment, no sports betting show should be over 2 hours or over 40 minutes. Well, that's just because you want me to go over the whole board and give you every single free play. But you know what? We're not just a free show. We're not just a sports betting show. We're more than that. Cappers Nation Live. This is the barbershop of sports betting. Last time I checked, you don't just go in for a haircut and you're in and out in 10 minutes when you go to the barbershop. Yeah, Michael, Daily Free Play Video's got a free soccer play in it today. Joe Free, you could take a look at all the packages on our website, cappersdirect.com. You can pick up 3 days, $99. There's a combo package with my personal plays and premium plays, guaranteed Saturday, the UFC, Max Fight Pick, the big Sunday NFL play for $300. A lot of different, there's 1 year packages up there, a lot of different packages to pick from. A lot of different options to pick from there. A lot of great options. And then don't forget my Game of the Week tomorrow. Game of the Week will be on the website later today. If not, here in a little bit. Mauricio says it should be Veterans Day every day since it went so swell. Right? Should definitely be a Veterans Day every day. Bobby Arms says, I get a number one buzz cut, 10 minutes. Yeah, but I'm still in the barbershop for more than 10 minutes chit-chatting. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. Hopefully, Kirk. But remember, games are not 100%. Shit happens in the games. From time to time, shit happens. You can't win 100%. We're not going to be 100%. That's a fact. But one thing that is true, we'll definitely be above board when it's all said and done. When it's all said and done, we'll definitely be well above board. Real Champ Bellator's been up for a little while. Bellator's been up for a little while. And we always guarantee profit on our packages. That is for sure. Alrighty. That's funny. 7 years ago today, I'm looking at something on my timeline. 7 years ago today, we had 3 individuals that worked in our office. These guys were some of the hardest working individuals. They weren't on the sales side or on the handicapping side. They were in the on the back end. Some of the hardest working individuals that we had. And this is out of the Vegas office. And they rode the bus. They rode the bus to work every single day. These guys were dedicated, all 3 of them. And I went out personally and I bought them all 3. And Vegas, if you guys don't know, you don't need a motorcycle. You don't need a motorcycle license to ride a moped. So I bought them these mopeds and I took them to the motorcycle shop and had them souped up, had them bored out. These little fuckers did 60 miles an hour. These little tiny, I think they were 90cc motorcycles. They're little mopeds. I'm looking at my timeline popped up. I bought all 3 of those guys. One of them we ended up having to fire, but hey, he got a moped out of it. The other 2 are still with us. They drive cars now. They've improved to cars. It was kind of funny. I just seen that. Nathan, it's outdoor for vets. You can watch yesterday's video. We talked all about them yesterday. But if you want to join me in matching the donations brought in for $34.24, you just hit me up. Let me know. We'll charge that credit card of yours when you say go. Alrighty, so Thursday night football. Big ass Redwood says guys get poked and fall over. I will tell you, soccer is one of the funniest sports when it comes to diving. These guys will jump up into each other, and one guy will grab his groin or his midsection and act like he got kicked, and it was nowhere near it, trying to draw a penalty. Trying to draw that yellow card or a red card. Oh, I've been kicked in the shin. I played soccer once. I got better, and then I got kicked in the nuts. And the diving is hysterical. Guys will grab their arm and they get kicked in the shin. Guys will grab their head, but yet nothing was ever close to it. But I like it though. I like it. Yeah, severance package. He got to keep his moped. No, when I bought him for him, I gave him all the bill of sales with him. It was my treat to them. They made me a lot of money. They made my job a lot easier. Matter of fact, 2 of them are still here. You know, I like to help out and give back, especially to the people that work here. That may not always be, because not everybody's on the sales side or the betting side. Shapendi, it's $100 for tomorrow's game of the week. $17 Clippers says sometimes strategic, sometimes ridiculous. Trust me, we've won money because of the diving. We've won money because of the diving. Absolutely. Strategic, 100%. Fred Thomas says, listen, man, hella good look from yesterday. Thank you, Fred. I appreciate that. J Rock says it's cool that you notice the hard work. You know, I try to. Sometimes I get, consumed in my own office and my own thing going, and you get tunnel vision around you. But we actually have a lot of hardworking individuals that make all of this come together, from the advertising side to the marketing side to the accounting. If it wasn't for the ladies in the accounting office, shit would be crazy here. So definitely try and take care of individuals that definitely need to be taken care of. Justice, you would have added that to the total. I tried telling you yesterday. I tried telling everybody. Game of the week is on Friday. Guaranteed Saturday, the Sunday NFL play on Sunday. And nonetheless, we're going to have an amazing day today. We're going to have an amazing day today, regardless if you're on board for another package or you're not. We'll have a nice free play day today as well. I'm anticipating some good things today when we break down the games. Put you guys on the correct side of things. Real Champ says, pick 6 Rivers, big game tonight over a weak Titans secondary on short notice as well. Have I given out my predictions on tonight's Colts game? No. Nope, I have not. No, Bo King tomorrow, brother. Tomorrow. Game of the week tomorrow. I wish it was tonight because I'm kind of anxious. But hey, I can wait till tomorrow. Bo King, how can you get game of the week? Go to the website, cappersdirect.com. Click on the Guaranteed tab, scroll down. Below the green box, you'll see it'll say Kyle's Game of the Week. It's $100. We posted on the website. Still comes with our guaranteed play guaranteed play guarantee. Guaranteed to win, or you get the next one free. Didn't know you could watch from the beginning. Always watch from the archive. We just been chit-chatting. You haven't missed anything, though. You haven't missed anything. Not one thing. Not one thing. Bellator later today. That's up on the website. Today's going to be a fun day, though. Jeff D says, I'm not trusting Pick Six Rivers. Ever. Yeah, I hear that one. And I hear that time and time again as well from people. But he does have some wins this year. I do have some Masters bets out there. And hopefully, where's Max doing? Where's our boy Max doing? Has he teed off yet? He probably already lost the Masters before it started in my plus 40,000 bet. I'm trying to see when he tees off at. We can root him on. Pan is leading, or he's tied with Hal at 1 under. Yeah, I seen the weather this morning when I was up. Tiger tees off. Tiger should be teeing off right now. Trying to see what time Max tees off. Lefty teeing off at 2:37 Eastern Time. Rory at 3:10. Oh, Max is playing with Rory. Hey, at least if you play up, play with, up to your competition level. I know when I play golf with some of my golfing buddies that are extremely good, usually shoot, they're scratch golfers. I usually play up a level, whereas if I play with somebody that sucks like me, I play down a level. Is the game a week included in the $300 package? No, but guaranteed Saturday is, which is $150. The max fight pick and the big Sunday NFL play, which is $50 is. But no, my game of the week is not included. Just as you took action, that Tiger doesn't make the cut. I hope he makes the cut. I actually have a couple futures bets on him, so I hope that he does. Max to lead round 1 was plus 12,500. I cannot lie. I have $80 to win 10,000 on him. Actually, it's like $9,998. I took over 61 at possible win. I think I made a mistake on the Colorado game. We'll take a look when we take a look at that Colorado-Boise State game. Talking the Masters right now. Tiger to lead the first round, which would probably be take an act of God, was plus 3,300. Dustin Johnson was plus 1,600. I've got a little $200 future on Dustin Johnson at plus 1,600. 200 to win 3,200. I also took him in a matchup over Patrick Cantlay as well. So we'll see what happens today. Got a few match bets out there as well as futures bets in the first round and the full game. What was Lefty to make the cut? I don't know. I didn't see him what it was to make the cut. I don't remember what each individual's odds were, but yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is, Nathan, for me to go make a donation to another organization. We actually have a promotional agreement with Outdoor for Vets, kind of like we did with the Navy SEAL Foundation last year. Whereas in 2019, we worked exclusively with the Navy SEAL Foundation. And this year, we work exclusively with Outdoor for Vets. Jesse T says, don't doubt the Colts. They will bite you. You know, Colts are a very quality team. That is a fact. That is a big fact. 17 Clippers, is everybody going to be on the Titans? Well, you know, we'll take a look at that one. We'll take a look at that one. I did take a stab on a small little match bet on old Lefty. He was plus 129 today. He was plus 129 today in a match bet over Abraham Answer. So, maybe I get lucky. Maybe we get lucky. I know the next set to tee off, well, it should have been Reed. Well, Tiger Woods should be teeing off right now, but I believe everybody's delayed. I don't think they adjusted the start times on Scores Mobile. Yeah, Bitcoin has been rolling, Justice. Bitcoin has been rolling. I know it was over 16,000 at one point yesterday. You know, and I think last night it was like 15,750. Happy Gilmore to win. He's got to be a low favorite, right? Bitcoin's still above 16,000, 16,143. Sky's the limit with Bitcoin. Sky's the limit. Happy to see that one going up. Seth says, if Max wins, I'll donate $1,000 of my winnings to your charity. I'll donate more than that as well. I have a future on him. They have it a max cap at 25,000. I have two at 20 to win 25K if he wins the Masters. And I have two to win total of 10 grand leading the first round. So if he could lead the first round and win the Masters, I already promised everybody we'll have the biggest, baddest VIP Cappers Nation March Madness party in Vegas if Max wins. So, but no, I made a couple I've got all my futures out there, and then some match bets as well. Hopefully they pay off for me. Did we take both horse teams? We haven't given out any plays on football yet. Premium plays have not been posted yet. My personal plays have not been posted yet, or have not gone out yet. Matter of fact, nothing. Mordecai wins. I don't remember what the odds were on him. Yeah, Colts definitely know they need to win today. We'll start breaking down that game, those games. We'll take a look at the college football. Then we'll move into the fun NFL. We'll gear towards that. Again, going to be another monster day today. And about to have some fun, that's for sure. Alrighty. I actually bought another Bitcoin. I have a bunch. I started buying a couple here and there before the big boom, back when it was still under 10K. I was holding on to it. Do I think the game is going over tonight? I don't know yet. We're going to take a look at it. I haven't released any plays yet. Mike Scott says, I don't know anything about golf. My clubs are in various lakes. Shannon, good morning. Shannon, good morning. You know, I'm definitely not the best golfer. I'm a true 18 handicap. I'll tell you one thing though. I love the game. I am a true 18 handicap, but I absolutely love the game. That's for sure. It's funny, I once played in a Golf Channel amateur tour event, and you were supposed to be, you know, paired up, or I mean, you're playing in your own group, and I was playing in the plus 20 handicap. Let me tell you, I've never seen so many scratch golfers play before when their handicap's supposed to be 20 plus. Golfers are some of the biggest cheaters that I know. Also, they can steal like a $500 Golf Warehouse gift card and a set of tailor-made clubs. Let me tell you. Very nice, Justice. Very nice. That's a killer score right there. That is a killer score. Do I think the governor's going to shut everything down again? No. I know he threatened things yesterday. I know things were threatened yesterday. If things don't improve, they will tighten up. But no, I don't think anything will get worse. In my opinion, I don't think anything will get worse. Mike Brown says, "What's with Bitcoin?" Nah, it's just been on the rise. It's just been on the rise. Tan, did you miss my pick? Nope. You know, it'd be nice to see Bitcoin go back up to 20K. That's for sure. That is for sure. Give me 1 second, folks. Okay, there we go. Joe Chris has no bets today. Got to pull Toledo's foot out of my ass. Johnny K says, I like Molinari plus 120 over Herschel today. Disclaimer, every time I give a golf here, ... well, I'm bound to get one right. Hey, you know, Johnny K, the way I look at it, keep throwing it up against the wall. Eventually it's going to stick, brother. Eventually it's going to stick. Mike Smith says, disagree. Big rollbacks are coming because people are unwilling to do it voluntarily. You know, we'll see. We'll see. We'll try and keep the politics out of the show, but, you know, we'll see. You know what I mean? We shall see. That's all we can do. You can just hope and pray, things in this great country get better. And that's it, without being, political and beating down that dead horse. Give me one quick second. Oh, it's Coinbase. Gotcha. Alrighty, so what we want to do today, first of all, J-Rock says you can smoke weed, but you can't place a bet at the casino here. That's what I want to change. That's the thing, J-Rock, with the state of Arizona. The way that their gambling laws were structured with the Indian casino, I think for years, unfortunately, is going to keep you held back from being able to bet legally in the state of Arizona, which is sad because you guys can go and bet on horses like it's nothing. I mean, you can go down the street, bet on horses, but hey, you want to bet on a game, the Indians want to make it, the Indian casinos want to make it so you have to go in, you could do it in bars and restaurants, but they don't want mobile betting. That's the crazy thing. So to me, it's absolutely amazing how some of these states have legalized sports betting already, and some will not see it for a very long time. But hopefully one day soon, every state will have it because, I mean, let's be honest, you're only making a wager. You should. Rich says, come to Canada. It's like the Wild Wild West. Absolutely. Yes, but apparently, Mike, you can't even bet on an Illinois team, which to me is crazy. Vegas, you could bet on UNLV. You could bet on Reno. You could bet on the Raiders. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm looking at something real quick. Give me 1 second, folks. Give me 1 quick second. I have a huge mess here. I made a big mess. Well, one thing that we're not going to do is get into the political side of things. That's not what we do on our show. Some shows will. We don't talk politics. We don't talk religion. We don't talk any of that shenanigans. So one thing that we will not get into will be the political back and forth talk. There we go. But we will talk just about everything else in the world, like air fryers yesterday. and what we're going to be doing today. Chris says, I'm buying stocks and legal in a state, betting should be as well as the same thing. Oh, if buying stocks is legal, in state, betting should be as well. I agree. No different. Justice, you could bet home teams if they're not laying at home. That's crazy to me. That is just absolutely crazy to me. Give me 1 second, folks. Okay. You know, one thing that's for sure. One thing that is for sure. When it's all said and done, and all of this mumbo jumbo, the political nonsense, and everything happens, here's one thing that is 100% certain. The Cappers Nation show will still go on, no matter what happens. Okay. Nathan says you only got your balls in your word. Jorge Masvidal. Yeah, Chris, you could use Bet Online. You could also get 2 days of premium plays or my personal plays free if you follow the instructions on our website at the very top of the website. Crazy. Okay. Kansas is about to go legal this next year, finally. That's awesome. That is awesome. And yeah, Kirk, if you sign up with BetOnline, make sure you go to our website first. There's a code there, and you can also get 2 days of premium plays and my personal plays free of charge if you follow those instructions. All right, so we're going to jump into the games. Enough of the shenanigans, although I do love it. We only have 2 games today. Frozen? All right, we'll get that frozen screen fixed. For Elsa, I've got a 5-year-old daughter, so I'm always looking for Elsa. Gritton, does this guy ever do ever day anything? Well, I'm going to assume that your dumbass meant do anything. No, I don't ever do anything. I don't ever do anything. I don't give 2-0 yesterday. I don't give 2-0 the day before. I just sit on my ass and count my money, okay? I just sit on my ass and I count my money. So I definitely recommend that you hit the unsubscribe button, Gritton10. Close out of our YouTube channel. Maybe, go over to SBR or Sports Chat Place. They'll be happy to give you both sides of the game 37 times, okay? Give a plug to the other people out there that can't draw a crowd because, they don't actually bet. But yes, and on your way out the door, please hit the thumbs down. I'm just watching paint dry and count my money. John, good morning. Aldo, good morning. First timer here, making a hell of an impression. Do I ever do anything? Nah, I don't do anything. I do nothing over here. But hey, welcome. Welcome, your first time. People definitely don't come here for me. People definitely don't come here for me. I mean, have you seen this ugly mug? I got to tell you, I will tell you this, and I'm not going to name any other YouTube channels. I'm not going to name any other YouTube channels. But the other day I was in the office, and I was on YouTube, and I hit the refresh button, and it showed me some other companies that were on live. So I said, you know what? I'm going to watch some other, and I have nothing against Mitch. I like Mitch. I think Mitch does a great job. And it wasn't his show that I was actually watching. There was a couple other shows on, and I had them both up. And I'd go back and forth and listen to one to the other. And let me tell you, some of these individuals that they have on their live shows look like they just took them straight out of rehab and they didn't even complete it. Let me tell you. I mean, I know I'm not, the best looking individual that there is. I've got my ugly mug rolling. Jay Shep calling out SBR. I don't have any beef with anybody. I don't have any beef with anybody. But I got to tell you, some of the quality of individual, it looks like people, they find them in a bar and say, hey, you want to make some videos? I got to tell you. I got to tell you. But no, I don't have any, somebody said about Mitch. No, I don't have any problems with SBR or Mitch. You could go there and you can get both sides of the game, multiple times from different cappers. That's for sure. But I got to tell you, the quality of some of these individuals that other services on YouTube are hiring sure makes you wonder. Sure makes you wonder. Looks like they're straight ditched rehab on day number 2 because they were jonesing for another score. All right. The show must go on. Colts, Titans coming up in a little bit. Colorado State and Boise State will be first for what we talk about. While I pop up that juicy information, we've got Colorado State catching 14 on the road to Boise State, who's laying that big number 14, 2 TDs and 2 extra points, 550 on the money line. Mike, thank you. I appreciate that. I know we're not the best out there. I know we don't have the best show out there. I think we have some of the better content. I do think that we have the 100% hands down best live chat. Gritton says, been tuning in for 5 minutes. He hasn't said anything. LOL. Not sure what's funny about that. But I said lots in 5 minutes. May just not have been what you wanted to hear. Jeremiah says, I did watch an SBR YouTube live chat. I was out in 10 minutes. You rock, bro. Second live video with you and the guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Jeff, nothing about people coming out of rehab, especially the guys that, complete rehab. But the face of some of these companies, hot diggity dog. Hot diggity dog. I don't know, Scott. I don't watch enough of their shows, but I like him. He's definitely doing something right. Have you seen his house? Guy's got a beautiful house in Maui. Don't even get me started there, Michael. Don't even get me started there. Lucas, you're very welcome. But again, I like everybody in the industry. I may not like their practices or how they operate, but I don't have, or maybe I should say I don't have any issues with anybody in the industry. Because I know eventually, at one point or another, all their customers will come to us. I don't always down SBR. I just point out the fact that you can go and watch their live show if you don't like ours. If you don't like what we do here, you don't like our live chat, you don't like how it takes me a while just to give out one free play, well then, feel free to go over to SBR. You'll get 100 free plays in a day. They'll load you up on both sides, the Colts and the Titans today, with different people and different opinions and different views. And one thing that I promise you, those people are not betting. That's one thing that I promise you. All these other shows, people are not showing you guys tickets on a daily basis. People are not betting on a daily basis. That's a fact. That is a fact. Brian says, new here, brother. You won me money last night on the over for Toledo. I'm too poor to purchase your package, but hopefully can build a roll and get one. Thanks for what you do. Mike Brown says, Brian, that's no problem here. Kyle treats you the same whether you buy a package or not. That is 100% the case. I'll be honest. You guys buy a package? Fantastic. If you don't, not a problem at all. Everybody is welcome here, and I will treat you guys as if you guys were a paying customer no matter what. That is a fact, because I love each and every single one of you. Big R Poker, never seen your show before. First time here, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're the barbershop of sports betting, where just about anything goes, with the exception of religion, politics, and we don't care how much money is in your bank account or not in your bank account. My favorite book? I have a lot of them. Kind of partial to the aria. I do love Mandalay. The new D is amazing. The win is win. I like the win though. Win is comfortable. Jeff on the Delta, I have actually fished an extreme amount on the Delta. I have a lot of friends that live in Discovery Bay. Believe it or not, I lived in Danville. I did. I lived in Danville for a while, years ago. Used to fish a lot of tournaments on the Delta, a lot of bass fishing. I've been on the Delta many, 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 many times. Matter of fact, me and my wife were talking, and yesterday, I don't know why it came up on our trip up the mountain yesterday. We were talking about not moving, but like if we could move anywhere, mine would be Discovery Bay. Leroy, I haven't given out a free play. Brian, what steps do you take to break down games? Well, first of all, knowledge is key. The more information you have, the more stats, statistics, and all of that, the better you are. So obviously, having solid, good information. That's why we use, as a company, we use Stats LLC, as well as Scientific Gaming, to provide all the stats and data that we use. And when I break down games on the live show, that's only a very small portion of what I do. That's only a very small portion of what we actually do for the breakdowns. DJ says, only come for you, Cap. You give the best breakdowns and shit I just like. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. One thing that we do, we're like a no bullshit barbershop here. We don't take the bullshit. We don't participate in the bullshit. And we bring the house every single day. And we leave it all on the line. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that. 17 Clipper, how much does Stats LLC charge? It's in the six figures a year. When I say that when I think that the line is juiced, meaning the line is higher than normal, how do you determine that? Well, when you've been capping games for a long time, the object to handicapping is to come up with your own line, come up with where you believe the line should be. And it's one thing that you have to do in order to be successful. And if I feel that, for instance, let's see if I can come up with a good example. So for college football and pro football, do you have the Titans or the Colts? I don't know yet. You have to wait and find out. For instance, a lot of the games that you're going to see when we say, the total's juiced, the first 3 weeks of the NFL, 4 weeks, all you had to do was really bet the over in the NFL, and you absolutely murdered the books. Well, the books adjusted. Books adjusted their line, sometimes adding a field goal or a touchdown. They snuck it in there. They raised it a little bit by a little bit more than where it probably should have been each week. Well, the total kept still going over, so they kept raising it. And when you get a total, when I say it's juiced, basically all I'm meaning is that they've got the line higher than where it probably should be to compensate for, one, all the scoring, and two, everybody and their mother betting overs. And how do I determine that? Obviously, there's no real way of determining if a line is correct or not other than watching a game. And when you say, okay, I see this game, being at 52, a 52 total score final game, when that game gets played, it will be determined when, if your information was correct or not. So it's more of an educated guess. When a line is juiced, it's more of a feeling that a line is juiced because maybe I'm handicapping a game at 52 and the books have it at 57. So we might say, I feel that it's, 5 points too high. We see it in college basketball all the time. Mike Brown, very good. I'd love to see that. Actually, I do like Phillip Rivers. I actually really like Phillip Rivers. Now, calling him Pick Six Rivers and picking on him and all of that, that's a whole other story. He's cost me a lot of money at times. He's won me a ton of money over the years. I'm probably up betting on him than I am against him. As far as not liking him or liking him, I really like Phillip Rivers. I think if he would have played on a different team, or if the Chargers would have been a different organization many, many, many years ago, he'd already have a Super Bowl. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback who will not have a Super Bowl win. Face it. He is a Hall of Fame quarterback that will probably never have a Super Bowl ring. And he has the Chargers organization to blame for that. I mean, it's been umpteen years since they surrounded him with a quality front line, as well as quality players, receivers, and a running back. Because if you can't run, you're not going to win, plain and simple. And if he ever gets on a team that could actually run the ball, and run the ball amazing, imagine that play-action pass. He wouldn't be forced to make such stupid plays. And then we probably wouldn't be calling him Pick Six Rivers. Exactly, J-Rock. Exactly. Seth, how did you become a full-time bettor capper? Years of experience. Just time and time again. It's been something I've been involved in for years. I've been in the industry for years. Titus, no. I've seen pictures. Friends have. Focus Sports says, why are people so damn pushy with getting a free pick? It's free. You can't tell this man how to do his show. You know, a lot of people would disagree with you. A lot of people would disagree with you, Focus Sports. Jeff, I will tell you this much. Between the Delta and Clear Lake, you guys have two of the best fisheries in the country. Hands down. Now, the sea lion problem inside the Delta, eating the fish, that's a whole nother story. Mike Brown says it's still a business at the end of the day, like it or not, but you still get good leans and free plays. What more do you want? I got to agree with you there, brother. Thank you. Scott says, I really don't learn anything with other shows. This show has many little gems that we can use in betting and life. Thank you. I appreciate that, Scott. Actually, I really do. Thank you, Hung. I appreciate that. Thank you, Rory. Reading through some of the comments. Lucas says, let the man teach. He'll give picks later. Brian says, well, I'm happy to join the family and be on the live chat. Let's make some effing money. Absolutely. That's the name of the game. Yeah, Michael, wasn't he? No doubt about that one. No doubt about that one. J-Rock says, you want to see a bad quarterback? Watch the guy from Bowling Green. That poor kid. L. Campbell says, Kyle, thoughts on parlays and teasers? Parlays are for fun. Teasers have a place. I've hit 3 teasers in the last 2 days. I've bet 3 for 3 in the last 2 days. Do I ever cap any MMA? I don't personally, but we have a guy that does. Jack, be right back. Got a load of bowl. Good luck, or have fun. Mike says New York is getting internet legal betting in January. Likely, can't wait. That's awesome. That's awesome. We will break down both of the games. Parlays are the big leagues. I wouldn't say that. Parlays are for fun. Karen, she says, the best gem I got yesterday was the air fryer. Going to get one today. The air fryers are awesome. Air fryers are awesome. I think we spent an hour and a half talking about air fryers yesterday. The only sports betting show out there that will spend an hour and a half and we'll talk about air fryers and what to cook in them. Big R Poker, no, I haven't been betting any of the KBO playoffs. Focus says, I believe the Colts will pull this upset off. They can't be an upset. They're not an underdog. They're a favorite. But it wouldn't be an upset. They're favored to win. Titans would be an upset. Andrew, do I have Colts or the Titans? Let me grab my coin and we'll flip and find out. No, I actually haven't. I haven't broken down the game yet. Parlays should never impact your overall bankroll, in my opinion. But opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. But a parlay should never affect if you have a winning day or a losing day. Now, I'm guilty of them. I do bet some big ones. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate that. All the way in New Zealand. Jamel Williams, how do you start my 3-day package? You go to our website, cappersdirect.com. Click on the premium tab. Scroll down below the green boxes. Pick if you want premium plays or my personal plays, and you sign up for them. There's a link right to them. It'll be a good day today. Be a good day to be on board today. All right, so we're going to take a look at college football today, and then we'll take a look at the NFL game. All right? We're going to hit both of them. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I'll tell you one thing. There's a lot of self-imposed title sharp bettors all riding the Colts, and we'll talk about that later. J-Max says it's hard for me to stop betting, parlays. The thing with the parlays, let's be honest, they pay well. They pay exceptionally well. You hit one, they pay nice. Pay amazing. Am I guilty of betting them? Yeah, I've bet them. 100% I've bet them. Okay? Do they make me money? Not always. Not always. You have to be careful. And again, when you do bet one, it should never have a full impact on the outcome of your day. If you win all your regular bets and you lose a parlay, you shouldn't have a losing day. Adam says, how much would you recommend per bet if your bankroll is $5,000? There's more to it than just knowing that you have $5,000. What happens if you go bust? Are you done for the year? Are you able to reload? Everybody's life situation is completely different. So being able to say just because you have $5K, well, you may have an unlimited, resupply of $5K versus somebody may only have $5K and then that's it for, a year or 2 years or 1 week or a month or whatever the case may be. So everybody's bankroll and life situation is different. And there's not one set of advice that could be given to somebody else to another because every situation is different. Andrew says, what's the difference? In reality, Adam, pick something that you're comfortable with and leave yourself plenty of room to have a bad week. And then roll from there. That's really the only way that you can do it. Some people will give you a percentage. In reality, saying a percentage of your bankroll, do they really know your life situation? Do they know how much your income is? How much disposable income that you have is? No, they don't. So saying even a percentage is wrong. The only person that would really know that would be you. And you take what you're comfortable with on a normal, daily basis and make sure that you have plenty of room to work with a bad week or two. No doubt about it. Because bad weeks will happen. And again, given a percentage would be a wrong thing to say or a dollar amount for me to say because I don't know what your life situation is and what all's driving behind it. Are you employed, not employed? Are you a high income earner? Are you a middle income earner? Is that your last 5K? You know what I mean? There's so many different variables that go into bankroll management that last of a dying breed illegally can't give you financial advice. I'm not giving financial advice. He asked for my recommendation. Jay says, I've lost around 10 straight parlays. I'm ice cold. I'm not a big money bettor just for fun, really, but it's getting annoying. Losing sucks. Thank you, Jamero. I appreciate that. Andrew, I know I missed your question. What's the difference between personal plays and premium plays? Premium plays are put out by everybody here at the company. That have their hand in the premium plays. You get them right on the website. They'll always be our top plays. My personal plays. They're put out by me, myself, and I. There's no outside influence. Nobody can veto what I give out. Nobody can say, I don't like that. Let's do this, let's do that. My personal plays are my personal plays. I bet them the exact same as I do my premium, our premium plays. The difference is I text them out so you get the personal one-on-one service, whereas premium plays, you get them right on the website as well. Justice said, I always say what I am comfortable losing is what I should bet. Definitely good rule to live by there. All right, so Colorado State, Boise State. Colorado State 1-1 on the year. Going to be popping up this good information for you guys. Somewhere along the lines, I'll have it. Wherever it may be, there we go. Now we have it. Colorado State coming off their big win over Wyoming, beating them 34-24 last week. Before that, they got their butts kicked by Fresno State 38-17. Colorado State came out and they shocked us. They were that 3-point dog, and they got that big 10-point victory at home against Wyoming. Jay Shep says, scared money don't make money. That's a fact. Duke says, listen to Kyle for a couple hours a day breaking down games. I want the plays from the guy I listen to. If I miss one of your guys' comments or a question, feel free to post it again. Sometimes I don't see them. Sometimes they go by too fast. And then we've got good old Boise State, 2-1 on the year. They opened up the year 2-0, guys. Mike says, don't sell your food stamps to fund a betting addiction. I wouldn't sell food stamps. If you're on food stamps, probably lay off the betting, in my advice, until financial situations get better. Boise State opened up the year 2 straight wins, 2 straight big wins, beating Utah State 42-13, and then Air Force 49-30. The big telltale sign was the 30 points that they gave up to Air Force in their run, where they could not stop the run against Air Force. We all know Air Force ain't going to pass the ball, all right? We all know they're not going to pass the ball. Then they played BYU, and everybody was like, oh, BYU's going to get their butts kicked finally. Boise's going to roll all over them. BYU can't win on the blue turf. Ruben, they do not. There is no promotion today for buy 3, get 3. They did not have, not today anyways. And remember, Passport, we've been live for 2 hours before where we haven't had, free plays. We'll have free play today. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got one for you guys today. We'll have one. One way or another, we're going to have one today. As well as some good quality leans. Boise State getting their ass kicked by BYU 51-17. It wasn't even close. It wasn't even funny. Yes, BYU quarterbacks will be a top pick in the draft, no doubt about it. Kid should definitely be in the running for the Heisman. The kid is a star in the making, at least on the college level. Colorado State guys 9-1 to the under against a good team with a 60% or better winning percentage. Boise State 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 against Colorado State. They played last year. Boise State got the 7-point victory, 31-24. The fact that Colorado State, they did bounce back against Wyoming, had a great game there against Wyoming. They beat them by 10, 34-24. They had a really strong first half effort where they put up 24 to 34. They held Wyoming to just 10 points in the third and fourth quarter combined as well. Kenny, you're very welcome. When you take a look at last week's stats for Colorado State against Wyoming, They gave up 465 total yards of offense to Wyoming. It's a lot of yards. 144 on the ground, 321. They had 1 interception. Their defense recovered 2 fumbles. Turnovers was the key to that game. Turnovers was the key to that game. And turnovers in this battle is going to be key to this game as well. Aaron, good morning, sir. Thank you, Ernie. I appreciate that. Brian, it's 3 days of plays. Not 3 days of big matches like Saturday and Sunday. It's 3 days of plays. Because we're going to make money today. Just like in our packages, you buy 3 days. At the end of the 3 days, if you're not up, we take care of you until you're up. So some days, there's been Saturdays where we only have 2 or 3 plays, regardless of how many games are out there. Then there could be a Wednesday like yesterday where we have 4. So every day is different. And we just make sure at the end of everybody's package that they're making money. One of the big keys in this game is going to be turnovers. Colorado State through 2 games is +2 on turnovers, where Boise State through 3 is -1. Kirk with the Masters update. Bryson is not having a good first round. Hopefully no one jumped on the favorite after 4 +2 in 42nd place. Yes, Seth, you can throw away the Cowboys pick to win the Super Bowl. That is a fact. Bo's not having a first good round. Well, you know, anybody can turn it around. I don't have a bet on them, you know, for a futures bet. I didn't bet him, no. Thank you, Xavier. I appreciate that. Crane, as far as the Boise State quarterback, that's what I hear. That's what I hear. Boise State will probably be playing both of them, to be honest. Should be the freshman 3rd stringer, is from what I was told. Boise can create turnovers. However, they're -1 on turnovers. They're -1 on turnovers, which is not a good thing. Take a look at Colorado State. They're averaging 25.5 points a game, 36 for Boise State, 122 on the ground rushing, 3.2 yards per carry for Colorado State, 239 in the air, 8.1 yards per passing attempt for the Colorado State offense. For Boise State, they've been averaging 36 points a game, 137 on the ground, 4.5 yards per carry. The run game is going to be crucial for them to be able to establish today. 269 in the air, 9 yards per passing attempt is what they're averaging. When it comes to the defensive side of things, both give up a lot of points. 31 points a game on average, both teams. 31 points per game for Colorado State, 31.3 for Boise State. Is your package side in totals only? I got one of those bookies that doesn't do teasers or props. Very seldom do we give out props, but no, they include everything from teasers at times to first half bets. And again, if you can't bet them, I recommend always having more than just one bookie or more than one book option. If your local book doesn't allow you to bet something, then you should probably try and find another one as well. A lot of options out there. Katie Lee, anybody thinking Boise game over? Well, we're just diving into this one. Both teams give up a lot of points. Both teams score a lot of points. Questions will remain with that freshman 3rd stringer from Boise State, though. When it comes to the defensive side of things, Colorado State holding teams at 2.5 yards per rush. 114 on the ground a game. Stellar number. Stellar number right there. That can definitely put a hamper to Boise State if they can't establish any type of run game where they've been averaging 4.5 yards per run on average per game. When it comes to the passing game, Colorado State's been getting torched, 9.8 yards per passing attempt. 334 yards a game is what they're giving up. Their secondary has been just an absolute disaster. However, they are +2 on the turnovers. Boise State, on the other hand, they have not been able to defend the run. They're giving up 247 yards a game. 5 yards per carry. They're giving up 5 yards per carry. 173 in the air at 8.5 yards per passing attempt. Mario, thanks for jumping on board the premium plays. Absolutely, J-Rock. It is a very stellar number. Mark Lewis, thank you for jumping on board the premium plays as well. The Smurf Turf. You know, it is an eyesore. It really is for national television. It really is an eyesore. But, you know, we take what we can get. Oliver, good morning. He slept like a baby with the winning smile from the sweep. Absolutely. Bang, bang, Niner games as easy winners last night. Thank you, sir. Eli, good morning. You have not missed any free plays, believe it or not. We've been just shooting the shit for 2 hours. Passport DLL says, Kyle, you are the truth. The only one I listen to. Thank you. I appreciate that. As far as diving into this game and trying to find avenues, remember, I'm not going to have plays on each side and total of every game for you guys, because there will be premium plays and my personal plays and stuff like that. But as far as this game goes, the total sitting at 61 is primed and it could potentially be a tad bit on the high side. Regardless of the defenses giving up plenty of points to hit 61. And I feel that they based the 61 based on the defensive numbers of giving up 31 apiece at 62. Keeping that number locked in there. You have to go back to the Boise State and BYU game. And you have to dive into the quarterback stats for Boise State. Now, obviously, Boise State had issues. Quarterback going down. They've been playing a ton of games. 17 Clipper just posted that. Joe says, Kyle, I like your capping. You know how to attack. I try and attack the books when necessary, that's for sure. As far as you can't really count for what Zach Wilson and BYU did. You need to look at what Boise State was able to do. I mean, first of all, it was their worst loss since, 1995 or 1996 or something like that. What are they going to be able to do offensively with a freshman third stringer? Now, Marco, is Guaranteed Sunday included in the 3-day package? No. Just premium plays or personal plays. Our guaranteed plays are never included in a premium play package unless it specifically says it, and it's a special package like the combo package for $300. That includes Guaranteed Saturday, the Max Fight Pick, and hold on one second. Okay. But if somebody asked, there is no guaranteed game today. I don't have my game of the week is tomorrow. Mike Scott says if you give out the under, guarantee the line drops to 59.5. Probably. I like what I saw out of Finnegan. Okay. I like what I saw out of him. I think he needs to bulk up a little bit. He's a skinny little kid, but I like what I saw in him. I see some promise. Obviously, Sears going down is a big blow. Going 4-4, and then their game was derailed. Rich says you missed the free air fryer giveaway. You know, maybe we need to. Maybe we need to give away an air fryer. Thomas, the Bellator fight picks are already on the website. They'll never show up under the premium. You have to go to another page. If you're using a cell phone, you need to turn. Here's a word of advice, guys. If you're using a cell phone, turn it sideways. Okay? Turn it sideways. Scroll down. Look for your username. There's a small little box right next to your username that has 4 windows in it. Small little box that has 4 windows in it. Click on that box. And then from there, scroll down, and you'll see the package. You'll be able to go from premium plays to the Bellator. Premium plays to Bellator. Bellator has all those write-ups. It'll always be on a different page. But Bellator today starts at 4 p.m. Eastern time. It's $10 for Bellator card. You know, for throwing some fun money on it, you know, and making an extra couple $100 or $1,000 or whatever the case may be. Bellator will be great. Eli, is mobile sports betting AG? No, I bet it's not. It's probably a scam site, so be careful. Yeah, Thomas, same thing on your computer. Just click the account button. It'll take you to that same thing. Eli, if you want to know, as I don't know about sportsbetting.ag, I'd call him. Call him and ask. I wouldn't call the other one, but I'd call the main one and ask. So, but as far as Colorado State, Boise State goes, guys, the 61, I'm not sold on just yet. I need to do a little more research and dive in to see a little more into this game. First of all, their last game stayed under in the first quarter. There was only 10 points scored in the first quarter. Very low scoring first quarter, or first half anyways. What did we have? 19 points scored in the first half of that game. So that would be an anomaly for a Boise State game. First half total is sitting at 30.5, half of the full game total. Whereas the first quarter is sitting at 13.5. So they're basically saying 13.5 in the first, 17 in the second quarter alone. As far as the other 2 games that Boise State has played, they've only hit a first quarter over 1 time out of 3 games this year. Out of 3 games, the first quarter is popped for the over just once. Now, for Colorado State, they've played 2 games. We saw 14 points by Colorado State alone in the first quarter in their last game against Wyoming. And then their Fresno State game, they ended up having a loss. J-Rock says, besides the sportsbetting.ag, you can bet on your mobile device, so why would they have one called mobile? Sounds about right. Sounds about right. As far as, because you guys know, I love betting first quarter overs. There's some great money and great value, but there's also a high risk involved in them. And one of the things that I try and do is I try and take out as much of the risk as possible when we're making a wager. Okay? That's my job, and my objective is, first of all, when we're making wagers, we're flat out taking a risk and a gamble in a 50-50 proposition. Either the game goes over, the game goes under. There's no middle ground other than a push. So when we take a look at a wager and you try and evaluate, is this a good bet? The object for you to make is making good bets. If you can make, because let me tell you, there's a lot of people that make really bad bets, really stupid bets. And they wonder why they're not successful betting sports. Brad, good morning. Hopefully that car is treating you well. Your object should be able to make really good and smart, tactful bets, strategic bets. And when I say make a good bet, obviously betting on the winner was a good bet because you won. You can have a good bet and you can still lose. You could have had the right side and you could have lost because of bad luck or backdoor or whatever the case may be. But if they were to replay it 9 out of 10 times, you'd probably be on the winning side. My objective when taking a bet is to try and minimize risk, minimize risk, minimize exposure, and maximize profits. If you don't treat your sports betting that way and say, okay, what's my risk versus my reward? If my risk is extremely high and my reward is very small, it's probably not a bet worth taking. For instance, not to say I'm going to be taking it or I'm not going to be taking it, but the first quarter over, prime example. Both teams have played a combined 5 games. It's 2-3 combined. Each team has hit it once. Joe says, this is why I keep saying your approach is very intelligent, exactly what you are talking about right now. So smart. You have to try and analyze every line. Why is it 13.5 minus $1.20? Why didn't they just make it 14? Well, first of all, 14 is not attractive. 13.5 is. Why didn't they make it 13 in case one of these kickers misses an extra point? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I think there's value in some of the plays where there's no value in others. The first quarter over 13.5, my first instinct just looking into it, and I'll take a look more into it before I put out my plays. But my first instinct is a stay away on this one. Colorado State's team total over 23.5. First of all, the Boise State defense has given up 31. Colorado State coming off a great game against Wyoming where they put up 34 points. I think the team total on Colorado State is a little low. I lean towards the over in that one. I'm not completely sold on it yet because Boise State has been able to shut down teams that are passing the ball, and Colorado State has shown that they can't run the ball. So as far as this game goes, as far as a lean, until I know who the quarterback is for certain for Boise State, I can't say. J-Rock says 13.5 is high unless it's MAC action. I would disagree respectfully on that one. In college football, anything under 14 is generally not high. You'll see some on Saturday, or hell, no, not tomorrow you won't. But you'll see some on Saturday, probably the Miami-Florida game that will be over 14, probably be 17 first quarter points. I'll tell you off the bat, that one will probably be high. The Wake Forest game will probably have 14.5. The Georgia State game will probably be at 17. North Texas will probably be at 17 first quarter points. So anything below 14 always piques my interest. Always piques my interest. As far as the side of this game goes, I like Boise State. The fact that they can defend the run, Colorado State has shown that they're limited when it comes to running the ball. Boise State's defense, with the exception of the points. But again, the one deciding factor is turnovers. Turnovers. And through 2 games, Colorado's winning the turnover battle on paper. They're +2 on turnovers, whereas Boise State is -1 when it comes to the turnover game. So that part I don't like about Boise State coming in potentially with a freshman quarterback. He did throw 1 pick. Colorado State will have plenty of opportunities if he is getting the start. So, again, the Boise State-Colorado State game, I'm not sold on just yet. There will be some things that we do bet in it. There may be an opportunity to take Colorado State and put them on a teaser, or the exact opposite, take Boise and throw it on a teaser. Personally, I think the total's juiced a little high. Not to say that it won't go over 61 or 60.5, depending on where you get it, but this may be one of those bet online 7.5 point teaser opportunities where you want to give up or have to go over, 53.5 or 54 versus 61. Nathan says Colorado State feeling mighty good themselves after beating Wyoming. Absolutely, definitely on a roll. They're traveling to Boise, where it's definitely going to be a tough game. Joe says, I think it's low considering Boise gives up 31 a game. Boise gives up 31 a game, but where Boise gives up points is to running programs. That's the only thing that has me off on this game. Colorado State has shown that they can't run the ball. They average 3.2 yards per carry, and I keep trying to beat that down to you guys. They've shown through that's only 2 games. That's only a 2-game sample. Colorado State will be going up against a Boise State team that gives up 247 yards on the ground, 5 yards a carry. So if there's anything that will help lift up and propel the Colorado State run game, it'll be the Boise State defense that hasn't been able to stop a run play yet. So that's a possibility. Now, Colorado State 9-1 to the under when facing a good team with a winning percentage of 60% or better. So a lot of defensive battles when it comes to Colorado State when playing a quality program with a winning record. So be on the lookout of that. So as far as this game goes, I've got no real opinion on the side. Obviously, myself personally, I think Boise State is the better program. There's some uncertainties at the helm at quarterback. How good will he be? However, the Colorado State secondary gives up yardage. This could be an opportunity. This could be a very big opportunity for Finnegan to come in and have a lights-out game. He went 15 of 26 for 182 yards, coming in as the third stringer. He had 2 TDs and 1 interception with a 134.2 QB rating. Not bad for the third-string freshman. And if he gets to start today, he can probably sling the ball and have success against that Colorado State secondary. So the over, it's probably in play. I think it's live. I think it's juiced. Honestly, I think it should have been a 55, 56-point total. Not to say that it won't go over, but I think that's where they should have had the line at, personally. They put it at 61. You're gonna see that each defense gives up 31 points apiece, and everybody's gonna hammer the over. Now, when you start diving in depth into it, and let's take a look at the percentages, okay? Real quick, and then we'll jump into the NFL game because we've been live for 2 hours. We'll do this one. Absolutely, Kenny. That's why they give up such big run yardage, 100%. As far as the percentages go for this game, and remember, these percentages will change again in the next couple of hours, next 2-3 hours when the public gets off of work, the West Coast starts betting, and all of that. But as of right now, 80% of the money's rolling on Colorado State. 80% of the money's taking the dog plus the points. Just 20% on Boise State. 80% rolling with the over, 20% with the under. Okay? As of right now, I'm going to hit the refresh button on the live odds to make sure nothing's changed since we've been live. But as of right now, the total's gone up at BetOnline. While we've been talking, the total rose from 61 to 62, so the total's up to 62 right now. Boise State laying 14 minus $1.15. You can get Colorado State at plus 14.5 minus $1.15. Junior, better late than never, brother. So as far as this one goes, I'm still undecided on the side. I do lean towards Boise State. I think they're the better program. I just don't know if I'm willing just yet to put my money in lay 14 on the freshman third stringer in the Boise State defense that gives up a ton of points and a ton of run yardage. So I'm not completely sold on that aspect yet. All right, so now off to the next one. As far as the total goes, I think the live is, I do lean towards the over. I liked it better at 61 than I did 62, where it's at now. So a lot of money on the on Colorado State, and again, that'll probably switch once quarterbacks are discussed and all of that stuff, or announced. Give me 1 second, folks. And again, if you don't follow me, I don't know what we're going to have. We haven't released our premium plays yet. I have an idea what we're going to have on there. We haven't released everything or we haven't put anything out there just yet. But as far as free plays go, we'll definitely have one in this live show for you guys, as well as the solid leans in the next game. But again, if you don't follow me on Twitter, I just posted a link to my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. I'll probably have something additional on Twitter as well. From time to time, I post more free plays there, second half bets, live betting, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Kenny says, I don't like the 80-20. If you're backing Colorado State, the 80-20 could be a little scary, the fact that everybody in the world is on them. But follow me on Twitter. If you guys are new to our YouTube channel, before we jump into the NFL segment, if you are new to our YouTube channel and you're new here, first of all, welcome. I know, with our show is different. Our live show is 100% different than anybody's out there. One, we don't run a 30, 45-minute or an hour-long show. We go live for multiple hours per day. We converse back and forth. We have probably the best live, interactive live chat on YouTube when it comes to sports betting. We take no BS. We take no prisoners. We don't talk politics. We don't talk religion. And I don't care how much money is in your bank account, and I don't care if you guys are a client of mine or you're not. Obviously, I'd love for each and every single one of you guys to be a client, but if you're not, no big deal. You guys will all be treated the same and equal here. Hell, even the haters are welcome here. Even the haters are welcome here. No picks yet, just leans. Katie Lee, I just posted in the comment section a link to my Twitter, but it's at CapNationKyle, CapNationKyle. And again, if you're new to our channel, take 1 second out of your day and hit the subscribe button right down below. Yeah, Rich says the show usually makes you hungry. We talk food quite a bit. Jay Hugh, I already linked the Twitter page. Look up, but here it is again. Luigi, good morning. Jeffrey, no, we haven't picked anything on the Colts game yet. Absolutely, the haters are welcome as well. Because, hey, they got to make money too. Haters want to make money, and we know they're here because they're betting our free plays. Afternoon, fellas. Just signed up for 3 days of personal picks. Michael, thank you. Thank you. What I do with my personal plays is I text them out. Okay? I text out my personal plays. So once we get done with the live show, I'll wrap them up. And once I start texting them out, you'll get a text message from me. So as long as your phone number is correct online on the website, you'll get a text from me as well. Alonzo, thank you for signing back up. I see you signed back up for 3 days of premium plays this time. Thank you. Glad you're on board again, Alonzo. One of our brothers down in Mexico. Thank you, sir. Mike says, I haven't bet any of your free plays yet, truth be told, but I enjoyed talking sports. Fantastic. I don't care if you fade, follow, or stay off of. It makes no difference to me. Here's the difference, guys, between other people and the way that we operate and me specifically. I'm going to make money tonight just like I made money last night, regardless if you guys sign up or not. Regardless if you guys sign up and you buy a package or not, or you bet our free plays, or you fade me, I'm going to make money regardless. Why? Because I'm betting the games. And two, these guys up here, they pay me handsomely to be here. I may not be handsome, but they definitely pay me accordingly. That's for sure. Thank you, Alonzo. I appreciate that. Now, to the people that don't bet the free plays, not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. To the people that fade me, not a problem at all. You know, I encourage you, if you do fade me, just send me a report. Let me know how it works out for you. And when you go broke, don't hate the player. Hate the game because you could have been betting with me. Not a problem, Mike. Not a problem. I wouldn't, and again, to all the people that out there, I wouldn't recommend fading me. It's probably a losing proposition for you. And I say probably because it is. But again, nobody's required to bet anything. Do your own due diligence, do your own research. Because at the end of the day, we're betting on humans. But again, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Gregory, thank you. I see you signed up for the combo package. I know you jumped on board yesterday with the donation. Thank you. You'll get the premium plays online. My personal plays will be texting out to you as well. And again, the combo package, if you guys want to try us out, you can't really go wrong with the combo package. You get to try out literally almost everything that we have. And I'm just popping up the live odds for the NFL game. That way we can do that. But you get a week of premium plays, a week of my personal plays, guaranteed Saturday, the UFC Max Fight Pick on Saturday, and our big Sunday NFL play, which alone is worth it by itself as we're 8-1 on the year with those, all for $300. So the combo package is a killer deal when it comes to testing out the waters and seeing what we have. That's for sure. And again, my game of the week, for everybody that doesn't know, is tomorrow. All right, my game of the week is tomorrow. Brad says, Kyle, before they fade you, make sure you show them the broom. Your broom. You sweep the books. By the way, that video on Twitter, the broom, that was my garage. That was my awesome garage floor. Henry says, Kyle is down to earth and will always take care of you. Fact. You know, Mike, keep doing what you're doing, brother. Keep building your book. If you decide to sign up, one thing that I promise you is we're not going away. All right? We're not going anywhere. The games aren't going anywhere. And we love having everybody here. And we're not going anywhere. That's a fact. Greg, thank you, sir. Yeah, it should be posted later today. We'll actually email everybody and let everybody know when the game of the week is posted. James White, thank you, sir. Thanks for jumping on board the combo package as well. Plays will be posted here in a little bit as well. I was told premium plays will be on the website in about a half hour. Be about on the website in about a half hour. All right, so on to the NFL game. First of all, Colts, Titans, talk about a line movement. Killer K says, man, your garage floor looks good. They when we had the garage floor done here, they definitely did a good job on the garage floor. J.E., yeah, thank you. I'm glad we made a believer out of you, and I'm glad to have you on board. And I will be in touch. All my personal plays get texted out. Premiums are on the website as well. So when you're diving into this game, first of all, what you have to see is the line movement. Major line movement. And we're going to go over all of that right here, okay? I'm popping all of that up. The Colts, for everybody that does not know, they are now favored. They're now laying 1 or minus 118 on the money line. Titans still 102. Give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, replying to a customer. Mark, if you're watching, I know you paid us $99 for our premium plates, but they're not out yet, and you'll get them on our website. Jeffrey says, Colts flip to -1. Heavy money coming on them, question mark. We are going to take a look at that. Seth, thank you for jumping on board for 3 days of my personal plays. Again, I'll be texting those out to you once I have them ready and after the live show. Popping up the money aspect on this game, first of all. What you get here, and I'm going to be flat out honest with you. Brad says, when the line moves like that, I like the under. Zach says, I was a skeptic yesterday. I donated and got the premium plays, and now I'm a believer. Got to save some cheddar so I can buy a week's worth. Whenever you're ready, brother, we are not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. As far as this game, we're going to go over the percentages first. Okay? Now, unless something changes, as of right now, money line, 58% of all money line bets rolling in are on the Titans, 42% on the Colts. When it comes to the spread, and I will monitor this all day long, 60% of all the action as of right now is still on the Titans. Now, that number has changed. It was higher. It has gone lower because there has been some money coming in on the Colts, some big bets, which has moved the line. 73% of all the bets rolling in are on the total. Justice, just like the horse meat, right? The raw horse meat from yesterday. As far as this one goes, full-on reverse line movement in effect. As of right now, it's -1, over and under set at 48.5. Jarvis says, this is a pick to me. It's very close to a pick. -118 versus -102 on the money line. So either way, you can bet it as a pick. Here's the thing. Or you can get +1 at -110. Derrick Henry over under 85 yards rushing. Well, here's the thing. The Colts have one of the best, if not the best, run defenses in the entire league. Brad says, Zach, I was on the combo plays, I think 7 weeks, maybe 8 weeks, made over 10K. Finally got my dream car, all thanks to Kyle. Got my setup for camping, fishing, and boating. Brad, that is awesome. Do me a favor, Brad, on Twitter or even text. Text me a picture of it. I want to see your setup, brother. Congratulations. I love hearing that. And yeah, die hard. You know, you're one of the customers that renew on time every time and uninterrupted plays and kept the ball rolling. And congrats to you, brother. I love hearing that. I remember, who was it a couple years ago, and I think Chicago used the money that they won to buy a food truck and start a business, which was pretty damn cool. So when you start diving into this game, Colts-Titans game 121-122, besides the line movements, and we're going to go over the line movements to see exactly when they transpired and all of that, but let's take a look at the stats on this one to try and see exactly what we're looking at. First of all, another Thursday night matchup. Both teams coming on short rest. Titans having their big win over the Bears, 24-17 last week. Ravens having their monster of a loss to, or Ravens. The Colts having their monster of a loss to the Ravens, which was our NFL Sunday guaranteed play last week. Thank you, everybody. Last week, the Colts getting the beat down by the Ravens, 24-10. I wouldn't really call it a beatdown, but the Ravens definitely came out. The Colts defense shut down Lamar and company in the first half. Lamar was a completely different quarterback in the second half. Composed, aggressive, confident, and he did what he needed to do to get his team the big victory, which we loved. The Colts 25-9-3, dating back umpteen years when playing on the road in November. That wasn't with Pick Six Rivers. And full disclaimer, while I call him Pick Six Rivers, I do like the quarterback, all right? I do like the quarterback. The Titans, 17-6-2. going to the over at home against decent rushing defenses yielding less than 3.9 yards per carry. When they can't run the ball, they just air that sucker out. And we're going to take a look at everything. First of all, the Colts giving up 26 points. The Colts giving up 29 points. No, I'm backwards. Colts giving up 26 points a game. The Titans giving up 29. Putting up. I'm really screwed up this morning. Colts scoring 26 points per game. Titans scoring 29 points per game. When it comes to running the ball on offense, Colts averaging 102 yards rushing a game, 3.7 yards per carry. They'll be going up against a Titans defense that's been giving up 4.5 yards per carry on average. So the Colts should definitely have opportunities to run the ball against the Titans. The Colts on offense, 258 in the air with pick six Rivers, 7.4 yards per passing attempt. When it comes to the Titans, we all know the Titans can run the ball with Derrick Henry and company. All right? 17 Clipper, where's the money for the total? 80% to the over, 20% to the under. Brad says, Brad says, thanks, Cappers Nation. You need to have faith in Kyle. Life is so much better following his plays. Thank you. I appreciate that. Michael wants to know, is anyone betting the under for tonight? When you start taking a look at the Colts, they average 140, not Colts. I keep saying that. When you start taking a look at the Titans, they average 148 on the ground with Derrick Henry and company, 4.8 yards per carry. The guy's a beast for a reason. However, they're still averaging 237 yards in the air. Same statistical percentage, 7.4 yards on average per passing attempt for the Titans as the Colts. Even Steven when it comes to that. When it comes to the defense, there is one team that leads the charge, except in the turnover game, which is a mighty advantage. Let's talk about the Colts and their defense. Top-rated defense, giving up just 84 yards a game rushing. Somebody asked about Derrick Henry getting over 85. Well, the Colts only give up 84 yards a game on average. 3.3 yards per carry. They give up 206 yards in the air on defense to 6.4 yards per passing attempt. If there's anybody that will be able to run against the Colts, which not many have, will definitely be Derrick Henry. The fact that they only open and give up 3.3 yards per carry will still allow Tannehill and company to have the play action option there, where they've been averaging 7.4 yards per passing attempt. The Colts secondary has been quality, giving up just 206 yards a game, creating turnovers, creating fumbles, intercepting the ball, stripping the ball. They're +4 on turnovers. The turnover battle has been won by the Titans, though, where they're +10 on the turnovers, primarily because Tannehill's not throwing a million picks like pick six Rivers. That's the big factor here. The 4 interceptions that separate the two of them. Phillip Rivers has thrown 7 interceptions on 10 touchdown passes so far. Through 8 games, Rivers has got 7 interceptions. Tannehill's got 3 and 19 touchdowns. The Titans on defense, they give up 119 on the ground and 4.5 yards per carry. That number I don't like. The Colts will have plenty of opportunities to run against the Titans. Phillip Rivers will have plenty of opportunities to air the ball out against the Titans, who have been giving up 275 yards a game in the air, 6.7 yards per passing attempt. Myself personally, I think turnovers will be a very key factor in this one. Tyler against Henry. Henry hasn't fumbled the ball. Tyler's got 106 carries and only fumbled it once as well. I don't look for fumbles to be there. Can the receivers hold on to the ball? Can Phillip Rivers not give the ball directly to the Titans defense? Titans defense has got some great takeaways. We're going to find out today what happens. when you start diving into this game and you start taking a look at the numbers, total at 48.5. And let me hit the refresh because we've been talking for 10 minutes about it. Make sure nothing's changed. Nothing's changed other than the odds for the money line have gone down, or have actually gone up for the Colts, are minus 120 on the money line. They were minus 118. The Titans were minus 102 on the money line. They're now even money at plus 100. Total sitting at 48.5 with a first half total over and under 24. First quarter over 9.5. As well as the Colts team total sitting at 24.5. The Titans over 24 as well. Rob Stevens said Titans money line might be a safe bet at home. Well, if you're going to take the Titans on the money line, they're now a dog. You can get them at plus 1. I would take them at plus 1 over the money line. The difference between 8 cents juice, I would take the plus 1. That way, if they lose by 1, you end up with a push there. Shaka Zulu says, what website do you use to get all your numbers and stats? We use Stats LLC and Scientific Gaming. So we have a membership to them. It's very expensive, but it's not a publicly provided website. Alrighty. Jay Hughes says Titans plus 1.5 on my book. Now thinking of getting it. Bobby Arms says, do not fade Kyle. Trust me, it will not end well. As far as this game, I'm going to have to think outside of the box here, guys. And I know a lot of people want full game plays. I think there's value on the Titans. I mean, I honestly think there's value on the Titans. Tennessee smashed them last year. Obviously, it wasn't with Pick Six Rivers. Defenses were both a little different last year. Teams were both different last year. Derrick Henry wasn't, well, he still was a beast, but not running like he seems to be this year. They beat him by 2 touchdowns last year. They are at home. They're a home dog, primetime Thursday night game, very short rest. Taking a look at the injury reports, obviously the tight end for the Colts is out. Doyle is out with a concussion. But you got to take a look at the dog, the home dog, and find out why. With the exception, I mean, Humphrey's out with a concussion. Humphrey's out. I mean, he hasn't played since October. When you start looking at the reverse line movement, and before you start picking out a play, you take a look at that line movement to see where the line is at. And Titans getting 1.5 in some books as of right now. Like the Westgate, the Titans are plus 1.5. I'm sure BetOnline will be there shortly as well. They opened up as a 2-point favorite. They were a 2.5-point favorite on the 9th. Then they came down to down to 2 again. They bounced around from 2 to 1.5, then back up to 2.5 on the 10th. And yesterday at 8:27 in the morning, things started changing. The money started coming in. And it wasn't so fact as it was a lot of bets. It was just big bets coming in, rolling in on the Colts and getting them at plus 2, then plus 1.5, and then plus 1 for a very short period of time. At the Westgate, it stayed at 1 for a total of 3 minutes before it went from 1 to a pick. It didn't even hit plus 0.5, minus 0.5. It's straight, and literally in a 4-minute time span went from the Titans laying 1.5 to a pick. And then obviously this morning, it opened up as a pick at the Westgate, and now it's the complete opposite. The Colts are laying 1.5. As far as weather goes there in Tennessee, we can take a look at the weather aspect and remember, as far as weather goes, unless it's wind, I don't pay much attention to the weather, but it's supposed to be a beautiful evening a beautiful evening in Nashville tonight. All right. I actually have friends going to the game, and I believe it's supposed to be like 7-8 mile an hour winds, if I'm not mistaken. Just an evening breeze. Taking a look to see if I can see anything. Actually, 1 to 2 mile an hour winds. Believe it or not, clear in the mid to low 50s during game time, starting out in the high 50s. So it'll be a beautiful night in Nashville. Max says the Colts after a home defeat 5-0. Who knows? They could be 6-0 or 5-1 after today. Colts have a very top-notch defense. Absolutely. Absolutely. As far as this one goes, I'd like to say that I see points in this game. First quarter over, I lean towards the over. As of right now, anything under 10 in the NFL I do like, generally. One of these teams will put up a touchdown. Tiger 2 under, I love it. Let's go Tiger. Who's leading right now? And what's leading? Anthony, what's leading? Focus says, I also think the Colts have the better coach. See, that part, if you looked at some of the play calling where the Titans were taking penalties on purpose to push, to intentionally stop the clock, the Titans and their coaching staff has actually shown that they've been very capable to hang with the best of teams. But I wouldn't put either one of them up there as far as elite goes. Before we get to the actual free play on this game, take a look at some props. I would like to say Ryan Tannehill over 1.5 touchdowns because the guy has been just absolutely an animal when it comes to games and putting the points up on the board. He had 2 TDs against the Bears. There was only one game that he didn't put up at least 2 touchdowns, and that was against Jacksonville. Or excuse me, against Minnesota. Jacksonville, he had 4. And that was back in week 3. Now, you have to lay the juice on that, minus 167. But the Phillip Rivers over 1.5, knowing that the Titans have that weak secondary, I definitely lean towards Rich says, and I agree with what Rich says against Vrabel being an awesome coach, bold plays. The players respect him and his play calls, even if it costs a team. Joe, first quarter over 8.5. You're probably paying some juice to it. I like it. It's very nice. It's a good one. I lean towards. I don't know if I'm going to be betting it just yet, but I definitely lean towards it. As far as these props go, when you take a look at Phillip Rivers and his game log so far, obviously against the Ravens, he was held to no touchdowns, 1 interception. He's only thrown 1 pick in the last 2 games, and he's got 3 touchdown passes in 2 of his last 3 games. The Ravens D shut him down. I don't think the Titans defense is going to shut down the Colts. I think that Phillip Rivers should be able to take some points today, or take some have a couple touchdowns today at least. Is it going to go over 48.5? I don't know just yet. But I think Phillip Rivers will definitely be able to put up 2 touchdowns. I will be betting that one. We'll give that one as a free prop play. And remember, when we give out a prop, they're small. all right? You bet them small. The props are like a slot machine, okay? They're absolutely everywhere. So bet accordingly, all right? Bet accordingly. Now, taking a look at some reception props and stuff of that nature. I think one of the opportunities that we have to hit as far as a prop goes, and I kind of like it. Nyheim Hines for the Colts. His player prop, obviously for the running back, getting those check down passes. He's got 28 on the year. He's hit at least two of the last 3 games. He's got 10 receptions over the last 3 games that he's played. And he's been putting up some yardage. He's got 2 reception touchdowns as well. I like the Nyheim Hines receptions over 3. It's minus $1.14. We're going to put these 2 on the board for you guys, the Vibe Interactive free play board, and then we'll get you guys also a free play. Matter of fact, we still need to wipe the slate clean from yesterday. Look at these nice. I hate deleting 2-0s, but you know, the only thing about deleting 2-0s is we'll put up more up there, okay? So we'll put a couple. Oh. All right, we'll put up some props. Oh, we'll have to do this strategically, so that way you guys know what we're talking about here. If you guys over 3 R for 3 receptions, okay? We're using abbreviations. It's minus $1.14. There's prop number 1. Phillip Rivers. And remember, when we bet props, we bet them small. For instance, I believe it was minus 147. Let me look. For instance, when we're talking about minus 156, when I bet a premium play, I've got anywhere from $2 to $3 grand on every single premium play. A prop bet, I might have $250 to $500 on a prop bet. Okay, so I don't bet the props huge. I never would. Proposition bets, they're like penny slots. They're everywhere you look. Okay, they're everywhere you look. Armando says, "Damn, Kyle, that's some high-tech shit right there. Nice screen, thank you." Yeah, the Vibe Interactive free play board was not cheap. I think it cost us like $6K just for that. Lamar says, "Henry to score a touchdown, minus 162. Jeffrey, I don't know about the parlay. I'm not a big parlay guy. I'll bet them for fun, but I'm not a monster when it comes to the parlays. As far as Derrick Henry to get a touchdown, keep in mind, he had no touchdowns against the Bears. He scored in all but 3 games. Didn't score against Denver, didn't score against Jacksonville, and did not score with his 21 carries and 68 yards against the Bears. He also had no receptions in his last 2 games as well. As far as any other avenues, Derrick Henry to have at least 1 touchdown is minus 250 on Bet Online. They definitely have it juiced there. They definitely have it juiced there. But as far as the side or the actual game on this one goes, first half totals are set at 10.5 on each team for team totals for the first half, yet the first half over is 24. Armando, that was yesterday. That was yesterday, not today. But yeah, I know they already, I've seen the emails where they replied to you to tell you no. Mike says Kyle has the high-tech tools. We have a big budget at our disposal, that's for sure. That's for sure. We try and make things nice. Now, as far as the game goes, we may take my honest opinion. And I hate to side with this one, but I honestly don't, because I believe it's the right play. And keep in mind, money is coming in on the under. Well, it's Armando. It's not really F your life. You can still get 3 days on sale for $99. That's not a big deal. Who's leading the tournament? The Tiger still leading the or is Tiger leading it yet? I do have him to be leading after the first round, which I know there's a lot of golf to go. Chino says we don't do things out of our mother's basement here. That's a fact, Jack. Player props are actually for this game right down below the full game stuff. Click on the little red thing. Tyler Dickey says Corey Davis will score a touchdown for his brother who passed away last night. I do have Tiger to be leading after the first half at plus 3,300. I bet 1,500 to win 49.50. They had a max cap at 5,000 on it. A lot of money coming in on the under. The percentages, which were higher, is coming down. Thank you, Raymond. I appreciate that. I don't have Westwood to be leading after one round, that's for sure. That's because he's at plus money. That's because he's at plus money. Remember, everybody's book will have different odds when it comes to it. Over 3 or over 3.5. The only difference is you don't have an option for a push where we do, and you're at a much bigger plus money than we are at minus $1.14 up on the board. So as far as this one goes, money coming in on the under has dropped the percentages quite a bit. I like the over, guys. I'm going to be playing the over on this one, the over 48.5, which is what I'll be betting. Tyler Dickey says, I put $250 on the Corey Davis anytime TD. And the Titans +1. So as far as a free play goes, Colts, Titans, over 48.5. I know money's coming in on the under. I don't see it that way, guys. I know the Titans. I know I'm gonna go out on a limb here. The Titans have a top defense. Or not top defense. The Colts have a top-rated defense. Hell, the 7th best passing defense in the league. The best defending the run. Or close to it anyways. I think we get a breakdown here. I think Phillip Rivers has a solid game. I think Tannehill and Henry have a solid game as well. I think we see points. I think we go over the 48.5 convincingly. I don't necessarily know if I want to take a stab at the first half over. Rory, you need to hit the rewind button for that game. But as far as this one goes, I do lean towards the over. The game against Pittsburgh, we saw 51 points as well. Solid team defending the run. Against Buffalo, solid team defending the run. We saw 58 points. And I think we'll continuously... Thank you, William, sending me the leaderboard, the picture of the leaderboard. Marianne Wynn, yeah, you absolutely can. You go to our website. I'll post a link to it. You go to our website, cappersdirect.com. Click on the premium tab. You guys can get 3 days of premium plays or 3 days of my personal plays for $99. You can get the combo package. You can get the combo package. A week of premium, a week of my personal. Now the double up sale for the 1 year packages, that's going away. That is going away. If you buy one of the 1 year premium play packages, a year of premium plays, the year of premium plays and guaranteed Saturday, that big monster combo package, those are all doubled. So buy a year, get a second year free as well. Who do you take in the Southern Miss game? I have no idea. Ask me on Saturday. We're going to get through Thursday and Friday first. Remember, my game of the week for tomorrow will be posted on the website. Definitely take the Jets. Jets, Jets, Jets. The combo package for now, absolutely. Combo package is a great one. Best of both worlds. And remember, premium plays will be on the website shortly. Don't forget, guys, Bellator 252. A lot of fun. Afternoon action. That's in 3 hours from now, the prelims start. It's $10 for a FC's Bellator package. And it's always a good time. Tom, which one? The Bet Online promo? Is that the one that you're talking about? The announcement with the Bet Online promo? That we're working with them? If not yet. Probably Monday is what I was told. Justice Dizzy will definitely be on Tulsa. So I do need to put that over 48 on the board as well. All right. Remember, props. We put the disclaimer on the board. All right, there you go. We bet the props smaller. All right, be careful. The proposition bets for a reason. All right, for a reason. Am I not allowed to drink? Do you ever get drunk on the show? No, can't say that I do. Can't say that I do. People actually entrust me to make wise financial decisions. So it probably would behoove me not to be drunk on the show, let alone at 10 o'clock in the morning. Greg, I would say Heinz. in my opinion. Jay Hughes says we only drink lemonade here, right? Not allowed. I'm sure if I wanted to, they'd let me do whatever I wanted. I like him to have at least 3 receptions today. I gave it out as a prop. I just choose to conduct myself and hold myself to higher standards. Sippy sports show. And not conduct myself in a drunk manner to people that entrust me to make wise financial decisions for them. Have I drinking at home, filming at home? Yeah, we've had some cocktails on the live show before. That's for sure. Well, hopefully you subscribe, because you told us like 4 days ago you were subscribing and you're new to our channel as well. Leo, again, as far as bankrolls go, giving a wise information on percentages, saying if you only have a $2,000 bankroll, I need to know more about what you have and don't have in order to give somebody bankroll advice, because there's so much more to it. Is that your last $2,000 to your name? Is that just what your bankroll is? If you lost it, can you reload? What's your life situation? All of that. There's more to bankroll than you just have $2,000. Never said that I wouldn't like your show or appreciate your show. I'm in the sports betting industry. I have a lot of clients. There's a lot of people depending that we actually make the wise choices. So I need to know more in order to be able to give wise bankroll advice. Eduardo, I know. We talk air fryers and shit, as Christopher Bayer said. Tomorrow, I want to know your guys' best turkey recipe. Thanksgiving and Christmas is coming up. I want to know your guys' best turkey recipe. Be it baking, deep frying, smoking, or roasting it out on the barbecue out back. However you guys cook it, we want to know about it. Marianne Wynn, thank you. Whenever you're ready, we are here. And again, if you guys want to get on board, fantastic. If you don't, no big deal. Either way, we will be here tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 Pacific, sharp for another great day, so don't miss out. All right, guys? I'm going to get out of here. I got to make sure my personal plays get out. We're going to have an amazing day. Don't miss out, everybody. Not a lot of games, but there's a lot of lemonade to be made. All right? Not a lot of games, but there's definitely a lot of lemonade to be made out of lemons today. And that's what we're going to do with the 2 games that we have. Don't forget, we have a soccer play in our daily free play video as well. The orange juice turkey intrigues me very much. Greg, thank you. I appreciate that. J-Rock, your orange turkey definitely intrigues me. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Enjoy your Thursday. Good luck. Always bet responsibly. Don't do anything stupid. And we'll see you guys all live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, where we have a lot more games on the board and a lot of fun planned for everybody. All right, it's going to be a big weekend, so don't miss